friends, welcome back or welcome if you are newer to my channel. My name is Carlijn. I like to do knitting and crocheting videos on my channel, and this is one of my weekly vlogs where I take you along with me for a week of crafting while also keeping track of my yarn stash and usage. So if that sounds interesting to you, then do keep on watching and let's get into it. So last week I finished my Sofia cardigan, at least the knitting portion. I still need to add buttons, which I hope to get this week and then attach them to fully finish that project. I'm also working on my zipper jacket. Where are you yapping? I'm also hoping to finish my scrapbook zipper jacket pattern test by Bethany, Fashion by Beth on Instagram and YouTube. I still need to add the sleeves and the zipper bands. I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish it because I do have a busy week. I'm gonna meet some new horse owners because unfortunately the horse I took care of previously has been sold, so I'm looking for something new and I'm meeting two separate owners. We'll see how it goes. I'm crossing my fingers at least one of them will work out because I really do miss having some horse time in the week. So that is some of the plans. I'll also be meeting with Myrthe to dye some yarn that is in my closet. You know, the boucle yarn I got from Vinted that didn't turn out to be the color I really wanted to be, so I'm dyeing it over at Myrthe's. And I think that's the plans for the week so far. I hope to finish that jacket. I'm not sure I'll be able to, but we'll see. Anything else? I don't think so. I think that's all my plans for the week. So let's just get on with it, shall we? I went to the fabric store with Myrthe today and I got buttons for my Sofia cardigan. Isn't she cute? I think she's kind of cute. These are the buttons I chose. They are basically the same color, which is exactly what I was going for. And I just think the shape is so good. It's so nice and boxy. And the color is cute. The back detailing, little split hem on the side. I probably wouldn't wear them with these pants, although I could, but I would really like to wear this with like a denim pants and just like tuck it in a little bit. I think that would be really nice. I might have put this button a little too high. Anyway, with this, I finished my Sofia cardigan officially, and I think it's a success. I'm really happy with her. I think I did myself a favor when I bought that extra yarn, even though we had to dye it. I mean, I love this color way more than the grey. Speaking of dyeing, I also went to Myrthe to dye my boucle yarn. I'm not entirely sure if I like it, to be honest. At first I was like, oh, let's just do it black. And I was like, maybe we can make it like a Bordeaux red, like this kind of color. And now it's kind of like a little bit like a brownie Bordeaux red with black spots in it, which it's not the vibe I was going for. So we'll have to see if I have to dye that over or what I'm gonna do with that yarn. I don't know yet. I don't know. Let's also do a little update on my scrapbook cardigan, shall we? Now we're here. I don't remember when I last showed this to you, but I finished the body, which I know you knew, but I also finished the neckline or the collar situation. Also, I started on the sleeves and I'm working two at the same time. And then if we finish the sleeves, all we have to do is the zipper band and the zipper. I do think I need to get a different zipper, but that's something we will cross when we get there. Let me show you the yarns I've got from Miata. This is one of them, very light blue. It's probably gonna show up basically as white, but it's a very light blue, and I already had this color and I was running out of it, so this is nice to have. These purple ones, for if I run out of the purple ones I already have. This is one that kind of looks like a green I am running out of. Those are the little bits of yarns I got. I'll ask Mirta if she wants them back if I don't use them. Probably not, but I'll ask her. If not, I'm gonna fully add them to stash. Sorry, I just realized you can't actually see my face. I'll weigh them for the pattern test information, so I know how much grams I used for the pattern test. So we might have added yarn to stash, but it's also like it is to finish a project. Probably gonna continue working on my scrapbook zipper jacket. Alright friends, it is Thursday. I feel like I haven't spoken to you at all this week. I'm very sorry, I've been a bit busy. I'm going to give you an update on my scrapbook jacket though. Hello cat. This is it. I'm currently working on the sleeves, and I have to say, as much as I've been enjoying this sweater and the making of it so far, I'm hating the sleeves. It's really, really annoying. There's just no way to actually get into the groove of these. And you're knocking the microphone, please. Give me like 1 second. There's just no way to really get into the flow with these. I want to work them two at the same time, which means there's no visible progress whatsoever. I have to decrease every 5 rounds, so what I've been doing right now is just doing 5 rows on one sleeve and then doing the 5 rows on the other sleeve instead of doing 1 row, 1 row, 1 row, 1 row, which I think helps, but it's annoying. I've never had an issue with sleeve island before. I've never understood that. I was like, aren't the sleeves like the easiest part? But I get it now. I get it. I'm not enjoying myself. I will just slowly continue working on this, but you're probably not gonna see as much progress on this as you're used to from me. I'm not gonna go as fast as normally. Yeah, this is still gonna be my project because I need to finish this and I want to finish this, and if I know myself, if I start a new project now, I'm gonna first, like, I'm not gonna pick this back up anytime soon, which would be a problem because it's a pattern test. It's fine, I'll survive. I need to sometimes remind myself that I do this for fun. I think that's the updates. Alright friends, it's Sunday and I just wanted to give you a quick update on my scrapbook zipper jacket because I feel like I haven't spoken to you whatsoever this week. I've been slowly working on this. As I said, it's a bit of a drag, so I haven't been as passionately hyper-focused working on this as I normally am with my knits and crochets and whatnot. But I am about halfway through both of these sleeves, so in theory I finished an entire sleeve, even more technically because obviously you're decreasing, so the second half of the sleeve supposedly will go faster than what I've done so far. But I'm pretty happy with what I have so far. I think it's looking good, and yeah, I'm gonna just continue working on these sleeves today. I also do have some other plans, so I'm not sure how far I'll get, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll just be working on these sleeves and I'll keep you updated, I guess, if I have anything else to say. But so far, I'm feeling good about this. Alright, it's the end of the week, so let's discuss everything we have done this week. First, I put on some buttons on my Sofia cardigan. This is what it's looking like. I really like this one. It looks so good. The dye job was really nice, and I think the buttons are very nice as well. They're basically the same color, which is insane. So yeah, definitely very happy with this one. I do think this could benefit from a little bit of a block, because the block after the washing machine is just a little bit different than how I would normally like block my pieces, because obviously the washing machine dries it a lot more than if I were to actually wet block. And so I might want to reblock this, but for now it's good. I've worn it a couple of times already. It's really nice. What are you yapping about? And then the main project of this week, my scrapbook zipper jacket. I can't quite remember where I left off, where I started this week. I think I did the collar. I've done the collar, and I'm basically almost through the entirety of both sleeves because I'm working them at the same time. I'm at the point where the pattern says to add ribbon, but I want to elongate the sleeves just a little bit more. Probably like 10 more rows, and then we'll do the ribbing, zipper band, block it, and then add the zipper. But very excited with this one. I mean, Yep, very nice. Look at the yarn I've got left. I literally ran out of every color except this purple, this like burnt orange, beige, light green. I'll need one more row for this purple on one of the sleeves, and then this is also gone. Obviously, we still have enough of the Bordeaux red because this is also the color I will use for ribbing and the zipper band. This is the amount of yarn I've got left for my turquoise, and then the light blue. So we've definitely done really well with the destashing, and I'm really happy with that. I'm gonna have to ask Myrte if I can just give her the scraps back that I haven't used. There's definitely a lot of them that I haven't used, like the pink, right? I'll ask if she wants them back. If not, I have to add them to my stash, I suppose. And then I'll have to figure out what I want to do with them. But that will be a bridge we cross when I edit this video and let you know the standings of my stash. I'm not counting any yarn out of stash because we counted the yarn for my Sofia cardigan out of stash last week. And my scrapbook zipper jacket isn't completely finished yet. So next week though, next week is gonna be a good week. I'm so excited for next week when I finish this jacket. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. Next week is also my birthday week. If you're watching this, my birthday was yesterday. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please do make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought about it. If you want to, please do leave a comment. I read every comment that I get, and it does mean a lot to me. Let me know whatever you want. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more of me. You can also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and on Ravelry, all under KarlijnsCorner, just like here on YouTube. And with that all out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely week. Do something nice for yourself or for someone else, and I'll see you in the next one.